23, 645. We have the 5-box break of 24-25, Upper Deck Series 2. We have a canvas of Joel Eriksson-Ek for Minnesota, Young Guns renewed for Vancouver of Brock Besser, and a Portraits for Dallas of Logan Stankoven. On tour, McKinnon and McCarr for Colorado, Young Guns of Philip Kemp for Edmonton, and an Electricity for the Rangers of Chris Kreider. On tour, Speckle of Eklund and Zetterlund for San Jose, Ooh La La for Edmonton of Stuart Skinner, and a Young Guns clear-cut teammates for the Montreal Canadiens, Logan Milo and Lane Hudson. Portraits of McCarr for Colorado, Brian Halonen Young Guns for New Jersey, Electricity of Malkin for Pittsburgh. Canvas of Drake Batherson for Ottawa, on tour for Montreal of Caulfield and Suzuki, Playlist for Washington of Obi. Outburst base for Toronto of Morgan Riley, Young Guns for Seattle of Logan Morrison, Welcome Aboard of Liam Ogren for Minnesota. Canvas of Alex Vlasic for Chicago, Bang for Your Puck for Montreal of Jack Eye, and an Electricity for Columbus of Werenski. On a heater for Pittsburgh of Malkin, Young Guns for Columbus of Cameron Butler, and an Ooh La La of Tristan Jarry for Pittsburgh. Number to 250, Deluxe Base for St. Louis of Torrey Krug, Dazzlers for Vancouver of Quinn Hughes, Young Guns renewed for Vancouver of Quinn Hughes. Very Quinn Hughesy box. Did I not get a renewed? Oh, that was Besser. Okay. I was like, did we get 2 renews of Hughes in this box? On tour, Kaprizov and Boldy for Minnesota, Young Guns for Philly of Kolosov, and an Ooh La La of Vasilevsky for Tampa. Canvas of Timo Meyer for San Jose, New Jersey Devils. Young Guns renewed for Tampa Bay of Braden Point, and an auto heater for Toronto of William Nylander. Connor Bedard, Playlist Speckle for Chicago, Young Guns for Colorado of Callum Ritchie, and a Welcome Aboard of Wallstead for Minnesota. Canvas of Del Vecchio for Detroit, Teuvo Teravainen Young Guns renewed for Chicago, and a Bang for Your Puck of Pettersson for Vancouver. Portraits for the Rangers of Brennan Othman, Young Guns for Florida of Patrick Giles, Electricity for St. Louis of Robert Thomas. Black and white canvas for Carolina of Brent Burns, on a heater speckle for Pittsburgh of Malkin, Playlist for Colorado of McKinnon. On a heater for Florida of Sam Reinhart, Young Guns duel between San Jose and Philly of Celebrini and Mishkov, and an Electricity for Seattle of Jared McCann. Canvas of Jack Hughes for New Jersey, Bang for Your Puck for Washington of Tom Wilson, and Welcome Aboard for San Jose of Will Smith. Outburst base for Washington of Nick Dowd, Patrick Koch Young Guns for Utah, and Ooh La La of Lindgren for Washington. Canvas for Anaheim of Radko Gudas, on tour for Washington of Obi and Wilson, and Jordan Binnington Ooh La La for St. Louis. Bang for Your Puck of Tage Thompson for Buffalo, Johansson Young Guns for Detroit, Playlist for Edmonton of McDavid. Dazzlers of Heisher for New Jersey. Young Guns renewed of Jack Hughes for New Jersey. And number to 25, Outburst Red of Keegan Colasar for the Vegas Golden Knights. Portraits for Dallas of Heiskanen. Jack Thompson, Young Guns for San Jose. Welcome aboard for Arizona of Josh Doan. Canvas of Blake Coleman for Calgary. Young Guns for Colorado of Makar. Bang for your puck for New Jersey of Timo Meyer. Ooh La La Speckle for the Islanders of Sorokin. Young Guns of Siplakov for the Islanders. And Electricity of Dahlin for Buffalo. Number to 100, exclusive space for Vancouver of Brock Besser. Dazzlers for Anaheim of Olin Zellweger. And a Young Guns renewed of Andrei Vasilevsky for Tampa. On tour of Panarin and Lafreniere for the Rangers. Ooh La La for Philly of Samuel Urson. And a Young Guns for the San Jose Sharks, Macklin Celebrini. Fluorescence Red for Carolina of Bradley Nadeau. On tour Speckle for Minnesota of Kaprizov and Boldy. And an Electricity for Anaheim of Zegras. Portraits of Draisaitl for Edmonton. Young Guns for San Jose of Cardwell. On tour for Winnipeg of Hellebuck. Canvas of Noah Hannafin for the Vegas Golden Knights. On tour of Thomas and Kyrou for St. Louis. And a playlist for Vancouver of Quinn Hughes. Outburst of Calvin Pickard for Edmonton. Noah Phillip Young Guns for Edmonton. And a welcome aboard for Pittsburgh of McGroarty. Bang for your puck of JT Miller for Vancouver. Jackson Blake Young Guns for Carolina. Electricity for Boston of Brad Marchand. Playlist Speckle for Edmonton of Draisaitl. Young Guns of Brian Halonen for New Jersey. Welcome aboard of Maverick Bork for Dallas. Canvas of Joey Decord for Seattle. On a heater for Tampa of Kucherov. And a Georgiev Colorado Avalanche. Ooh La La. Clear cut base for Anaheim of Leo Carlson. Portraits Speckle for the Rangers of Brennan Othman. And an Electricity for Montreal of Cole Caulfield. On tour of Kadri and Sharangovich for Calgary. Oliver Kapanen Young Guns for Montreal. And playlist for Tampa of Kucherov. Canvas of William Eklund for San Jose. Young Guns of Jason Robertson for Dallas. And a bang for your puck for St. Louis of Kapanen. All right, on to box number 4. Young Guns for Philly of Mishkov and Fedotov. Ooh La La for Florida of Bobrovsky. And an Outburst Young Guns for Edmonton of Phil Kemp. Canvas of Nieuwendyk for Calgary. Young Guns renewed for Winnipeg of Hellebuck. And a Portraits for Anaheim of Zellweger. On tour of Aho and Sveshnikov for Carolina. Connor Geeky Young Guns for Tampa. Welcome aboard for Montreal of Lane Hudson. to 250 of Mikey Anderson for the LA Kings. Dazzlers for Tampa, Vasilevsky. And a Young Guns renewed for New Jersey of Heischer. On a heater of Troy Terry for Anaheim. Patrick Koch Young Guns for Utah. And a Leon Draisaitl playlist for Edmonton. Canvas of Cole Perfetti for Winnipeg. Bang for your puck for St. Louis of Parayko. Electricity for LA of Kopitar. Speckle Ulala of Demko for Vancouver. Kolosov Young Guns for the Philadelphia Flyers. Electricity for Carolina of Aho. Canvas for Arizona of Michelli. On tour for Winnipeg of Kyle Connor and Josh Morrissey. And a welcome aboard for Dallas of Stankoven. Bang for your puck for Tampa of Victor Hedman. Victor Mancini Young Guns for the Rangers. And an Ulala of Marc-Andre Fleury for Minnesota. Black and white canvas, Stuart Skinner for Edmonton. On tour speckle of Ovi and Wilson for Washington. And an electricity for Chicago of Bedard. Portraits of Seamus Casey for New Jersey. Steinberg Young Guns for Colorado. And an Ulala of Demko for Vancouver. Canvas for Nashville of UC Soros. Young Guns renewed for Edmonton of Draisaitl. And an on tour for Florida of Barkov and Kachuk. Alright, last box mojo time. Young Guns renewed for Vancouver of Pettersson. On tour for Columbus of Fantilli and Johnson. And a Young Guns canvas for the San Jose Sharks, Will Smith. Will Smith. On tour of Mark Stone and Hurdle for Vegas. Young Guns of Steinberg for Colorado. And welcome aboard of Brennan Othman for the Rangers. Fluorescence Red for Minnesota. Kuznetsov. Portrait Speckle for Colorado of Makar. And a playlist for Boston of David Pastrnak. On a heater of Patrick Kane for Detroit. Young Guns for Montreal of Logan Milo and Lane Hudson. Electricity for Nashville of Forsberg. Canvas for St. Louis of Jake Neighbors. Mukamadula and Portraits for San Jose. And an Ulala of Linus Ullmark for Boston. Young Guns of Prishapov for Colorado. Electricity for Dallas of Wyatt Johnston. Young Guns Outburst of Zuber for Utah. Canvas of Philip Gustafson for Minnesota. Portraits of Cutter Gauthier for Anaheim. And welcome aboard of Seamus Casey for New Jersey. Bang for your puck of Erik Karlsson for Pittsburgh. Cutter Gauthier and Olin Zellweger teammates Young Guns for Anaheim. And a Merzlikins Ulala for Columbus. Population Count 1000 of Bradley Nadeau for Carolina. Dazzlers for Buffalo, Owen Power. And a Young Guns for the Rangers of Shesterkin. Portraits of McDavid for Edmonton. Samuel Honzik Young Guns for Calgary. Electricity for Colorado of Rantanen. Canvas of Rantanen for Colorado. Young Guns renewed for Nashville of Forsberg. On tour for the Flyers of Konechny and Tippett. Electricity Speckle of Lucas Raymond for Detroit. Jet Luchenko, Young Guns for Philly. And a playlist for Toronto of Austin Matthews. Alright guys, quick left-right random for the Young Guns checklist. Here we go, 3 times. 1, 2, 3. The right side's got it.